Greetings, most honorable listeners and masters of the martial arts. I am Travis.
I'm Chris.
And this is CTE, and this is going to be an experience
For you.
It's only the two of us. There is no Los today. But on January 15th, 2022 is the Arctic Challenge in Michigan. So make sure you guys go out there because we are sponsored by the Arctic Challenge. So make sure you guys go up there and attend, fight, and we will be streaming live. We will be streaming live with live commentary. We will be actually talking on these the streams. We're going to do streaming a little bit differently. We're going to have a few different things going on during that day. So make sure you guys tune in, and better yet, go to the Arctic Challenge. Get your butt up. Get your year started off right. Work that New Year's day sleep and all. Yeah, matter of fact, you probably made some kind of New Year's resolution. Make your New Year's resolution to go to the Arctic Challenge. That's what you need to do. Get your butt up and go to the Arctic Challenge. Go to the Arctic Challenge. Can I say it again? I was going to say it again. Go to the Arctic Challenge.
Hey, Trav. Trav, where you want to go?
To the Arctic Challenge.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Go to the mitten. Go to the mitten. And and do all that great stuff.
We got to make sure that we don't forget our other sponsor,
the Virtual Fight Tour.
Yes, sir. You already know what time it is.
Yes, sir. Virtual Fight Tour is coming up. I'm not sure. We haven't announced. I think it's February, but I'm not sure yet.
Right. I have no locked in date, but it's to be announced, to be determined soon. But keep your eyes and ears out, listening and looking out. You know how Jesse does it. He just out of nowhere,
It's the
end of the year. Hey, look at this fight. We're like, whoa, that was cool.
It's the end of the year. He's relaxing.
Right.
He's enjoy his family and time off.
Yes, sir.
And at the beginning next year, he'll come back out strong. So, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Guess what?
What's up?
I just want you to know something.
Yes.
We got music for today.
We do.
Yes. What wrestler came out to this music?
Get out of here.
Sir. Yes. Macho Man Randy Savage, but that's not why I'm playing it.
Why not, sir?
I am playing that. Do you know what else that is used for?
A few things, but go ahead and tell me why for you.
When people graduate.
Yes.
They play this song.
Yes.
So because of that, somebody in the Martial Arts Center Network is graduating this week. So Mr. Willie Earl Jr. Hicks is graduating from college this Thursday. So I wanted to shoot him a little love there.
Absolutely.
Yes. Congratulations, little brother. I'm really proud of you. I'm so happy that you are graduating this year.
A lot of hard work.
Yeah, to go back to school and have a goal that you want to do. And one of the things he wants to do is help at-risk youth. So I'm really proud of him for that. And, going back to school so he can do that and achieve it. And if you guys listen to Raw, make sure you guys listen to Raw. They come out every Monday morning. This week they had Ryan George on. They were talking about a lot of different stuff, a lot of different things in karate. One of the things I loved about the show that they had on there, that was my favorite moment, was Ryan's son kept interrupting doing kid stuff. And I always just find it funny because Ryan's talking, then he has to stop, say, hey, no, do this. All right. Yeah. So what I was saying, and that's just life, man. I love seeing life, authentic life, not just scripted stuff and everything on the internet. A lot of stuff on the internet, it's just so scripted and fake, and even people's fake outrage. But I mean, seriously, it's a lot of fake outrage out there. But back to Lump, aka Stank, aka Willie Earl. Yeah, so I'm happy for him, man. Congratulations. But if you guys haven't listened to Raw this week, make sure y'all go back and listen. What were you about to say, Chris?
No, that was it, man. Congrats, Willie. That's dope.
That's right, my brother. All righty. We got so much to talk about, Chris. So much stuff happening this week. So much stuff went off this week,
Do tell. How was your weekend? Because I know you've been a traveling man.
I am.
I'm a busy man.
I'm back in Georgia.
Right.
For the last couple of days. I've been here since Wednesday, man.
Okay.
Just chilling, man. Just relaxing. I wanted to go to Emerging 100's party on Saturday, but I couldn't get tickets. So when I got here, I hit people up and was like, "You're trying to go to Emerging 100," and Jermon was like, "Hey, yo, I might." That's where he's going. I was like, "Yo, if it's this weekend, I'm gonna try and go." And I looked up and the tickets were sold out. Like, I was like, shh. And so I was like, well, I can't go there. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna see if I can get you a ticket.
Didn't work out?
No, it didn't work out. I knew it, man. I was like, no, there's no way in the world he's gonna be able to get me in the Emerging 100 party because their parties usually go off. They had their holiday party this year, and I wanted to go, but I didn't get a chance to go. But is what it is. But yeah, man, I kind of just chilled. Nothing really too crazy.
Right.
Caught up with some people. Yeah, just caught up with some people, and that was it. How was your weekend?
Man, we had a good weekend. We had a graduation at the karate school over the weekend, and then got some family time and some sparring in, and just had all in all a good weekend.
All right, cool. All right, let's get into all the stuff that's going on in sport karate.
Yes. What is going on in sport karate?
Yeah, wait. I got something. I forgot.
You got something? Okay.
Yeah, I got something. I almost forgot. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
How are the little ones, man? They doing all right?
They're doing great. Riding through the weather right now, so we're dealing with the weather changes, but nothing crazy.
All right. All the stuff that's going on in sport karate. All right, I'm ready. Ready?
Okay.
Yes. All right. So much stuff that's going on in sport karate. I want everybody to know about it.
Ooh, wait for that. You would have been segue just for the quick
segue to because there's really not much going on. This is the end of the year. Most people are ramping up. Like, people are getting ready for the holidays, getting ready to take breaks. At the end of the year, people kind of just slacking off. I mean, not slacking off, just kind of relaxing. Like, it's the end of the year. You've pushed all year. You want to kind of relax, man. I got like 7 vacation days I need to take. So like I'm about to literally like Thursday, I think it was going to be my last day. If I take Thursday, I may take Thursday off too, Thursday, Friday, and then the week I knew I'm off until January, just relaxing. So that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. But yeah, I gotta finish these assessments first. But anyway, enough talk about that. But as far as karate goes, man, is this particularly a slow time for you guys in karate?
Oh yeah, people going out of town. There's a lot of traveling going on these next couple of weeks. I have a decent amount of kids for camps for the week, but for the most part, man, most of my families are they either go out of town for Thanksgiving or for Christmas. And last year they all seemed to go for Thanksgiving. This year everybody's going for Christmas this year. So,
dude, do you guys run like holiday specials or anything like that? Like y'all do like, hey, I don't know, a coupon
Black
for
Friday sale and all that stuff.
Yeah, like do you guys do that? What do y'all do when y'all do stuff like that? Because I'm just curious. It's like, as a person who doesn't own a karate school, like what do you do during this holiday time? I know sales probably should be
a lot of places do gear sales, give percentages off on a gear package, or kids order new equipment or pads like a hand targeter, kick shield for parents to do or practice at the house. Wave Masters used to be a thing, but
who makes Wave Master?
Century.
Oh yes. It's the big player running around these days.
Man, dipping toes into back into everything. It's like, we well, I don't know if we're gonna get into that conversation, but
we can't. I mean, we get into any conversation right now because we really don't have much to talk
for
about.
Me when I was a kid, like Century was like such a big name in karate, but not a name in karate. If that makes sense.
It's karate.
Like our karate.
It was a big name in karate in general, but not in sport karate.
Right. I felt like they reaped the benefits off of all of the karate schools and the people wearing their gear and all that stuff, but they didn't sponsor back tournaments or never had a team or never did, even sponsored a team with uniforms or anything like that, especially when that stuff started to really come about. Like I thought they were behind the eight ball, and they were just like a business part of the business part for
I thought they were in front of the times in the 80s, like they were the main brand in the 80s, and then for the 90s they kind of just went away. Like they just focused mostly on schools because I think they probably understood that they probably looked at the metrics, looked at the metrics of the numbers and said more money in the business and just focus on the businesses.
Right. Even with that though, I always thought that they could have done something. They probably could have done or should have done
something.
They could have. Maybe what they're doing now.
Yeah, which is going to be interesting. Like, look, we talked about it before. I was like, hey, look, y'all not paying attention. Century's making their name known, and they are paying attention.
And they're partnering up with different things. And man, of course, they wiggled that way right in there, real good.
I mean, seeing Century in Waco, like there's only certain people that are now all of a sudden you see big banners behind in Waco and different Waco events. You're like, okay, you realize guys are really making a move here. You guys are
you know why that you got to know how that all worked out though, right?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, Laszlo is like is working and has worked. I think he's like the Century rep in Europe.
Okay.
There was a big thing. Like he does a lot of stuff with them. I think And
what team was Laszlo on?
Corelli, and then.
Yeah. that's what you're gonna hear with.
That's what team he reps. That's his school. But when he was in the States, he did fight for John Paul Mitchell. Yes,
there we go. Woo! JPM. All right. Yes. See,
there's a big dip in that, and a way to get in that because Ishvan is in his place in Waco. That's a whole different ball game. So we haven't really dipped into a lot of that yet.
No, we haven't. We talked about it a little bit.
We're gonna stay on our side of the pond though right now.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit, but I mean that's one thing I want to get more into. Well, I guess we can get into it. I'm just curious. Do you have any resolutions or anything like that? Maybe we should wait for Los to come on the show.
I think we'll wait.
Try and talk about our resolutions.
Yeah.
Because I want to think of some good ones that I want for our show. Because we're gonna do an end of the year show.
But yeah.
Entire main gang. Let's see if we can come up with some resolutions for just everything.
For sure.
I mean, just everything. I want to see if we can come up with some good resolutions and stuff like that, and just have like a fun end of the year show that we can put out that just may not be karate related, may be karate related, but just everybody on the show, everybody who's a part of Main Gang, everybody who's been a part of it, just have an end of the year blast show, and then be that. We'll see. But speaking of end of the year, that's a great segue.
Yes.
We're going to come up with our end of the year awards. I think we're going to film that real soon. I'm going to be sending out everybody part of the Main Gang. All right. And we decided we're going to stick to 2 men divisions that we're going to give awards to. We're going to do the lightweight men's and the heavyweight men's.
Yes, sir.
We're going to do the women's fighters.
Yes, sir.
We're going to do men's forms.
Yes.
Men's weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Forms women's weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Top coach,
mm-hmm.
top coaches, and top tournaments. And we're going to do the final 4, whatever, say who the final 4 are, and then do the awards and give those people their award, their flowers, their awards, whatever we want to call it, their belts. Yeah, their belts. And that what we're supposed to do now? We give out belts for the awards at the end of the year.
I guess that's the end of the year thing now.
Yeah, man. I
started by somebody.
By
everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, for all its faults, NBL did a lot of good and a lot of things. Very good.
100%.
As annoying and whatever adjective you want to use to describe Boyce, he was innovative and pushed the sport in a lot of different ways. I mean, I remember, just in general, and not only Boyce, but also just the creativity inside of the NBL. Because I remember when I first started going around there in like '99, started going to NBL events that were like real NBL events, not just something that was a local
right.
NBL event, didn't have like an NBL feel to it. But I remember seeing people fight in like satin uniforms, and I was just like, what is this? What
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like. I was like, what's happening here? Because I was used to the bold look. I was bold look and regular, macho type uniforms. I was not. So when I would see this, and they're in this little slick satiny thingamajiggy, and I'm just looking like,
bro. I had a blue satin gi in like '92.
Yeah, see now.
Like,
every time I saw that, I always thought it was like of soft stylist. You know what I mean? It was
yeah. You thought break out
when I would see people fighting in it, I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, what is happening? It was bold look, and at that time, rec suits had just started to come out. Well, Victory started popping around with rec suits in like 2000, I think it was, or 99, 2000, somewhere around there. Yeah, so I remember seeing that. So I, and everybody had their own little thing. It was bold look. Century had some kind of uniform, maybe every now and then.
I didn't
think they had uniforms. That was
the end of New Traditions.
Yeah, it was bold look.
It was kind of like bold look. It was kind of like bold look. Where you would wear the macho and you wear like the black pants and the white or whatever red top with the crisscross tucked in.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what I saw. So I'm seeing the other stuff.
Rex came out. Yeah.
And the Rex came out, and they I gotta say they did their thing. Everybody loved those Rex.
I wore a pair of Rex pants the other day.
Nah, mine's shrunk on me. Mine's a shrunk.
Are you sure just one pant leg one longer than the other?
Nah, it just shrunk, man. It's just what it is. No, I mean everybody was starting to come out with different versions of rec suits, their own version of rec suits. But yeah, I did get did I get a macho rec suit?
When Macho bought it or took it over or whatever.
I mean, Paul Mitchell was giving mine. I'm trying to think that I have one. I don't think I got one of those, or did I? No, I did. I do have one. I do have one. I was just trying to think, like, dang, do I have one? And, but yeah, I got a couple. I think I got a black one and I got a white one. Wow, okay. But anyway, but yeah, where were we at? Whoa, the end of the year awards. So yeah, be looking out for that. Do you have somebody in mind? Some names off the top. Since you're the lightweight, I'm gonna let you go ahead and say some of the lightweight names that you're thinking about as far as lightweight men fighters. That had good years this year.
I mean, Enrique won, Bailey won, Ty was great in VFT.
Man, if we
Robbie came out, Tyson looked great.
I was about to say, I just stopped and thought about it.
No. I wasn't going to listen. I can't leave that one out. Listen. No, sir.
Yeah. Tyson looked great, man. Like just thinking about him.
But that's like, for me, that's like breakout year. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like
it goes like him and Darren. Like, I mean, yeah. I think Tyson had a little bit more success. But actually, the caliber of
there's another person's name that can be thrown out there too.
Oh,
Alex.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Alex Mancia. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he had a heck of a starting year
as an all around year breakout.
Yeah.
Year? Yeah. Weapons getting the diamond. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, these young folk.
Doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Robbie,
but I mean,
John.
Yeah,
James came back. You know what I mean? There's a lot of lightweights. I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah, we could add a couple of different some fun topics, fun divisions like breakout year, comeback year. What else could we? I wonder if we had
something like there's all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah, we could.
There's metrics for everything. If you whatever you really want to look at. I mean, because Kevin's made a surprise down into the lighter weights this year and doing welter. So you know what I mean? Like there was a whole bunch of back and forth and good fighting this year.
Who would you think about coach of the year? Who would some be the people that you would be looking at for coach of the year?
Man, Jesse Ray,
That's the top person I was thinking
Cornell,
about.
Cornell,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those would be kind of my two.
Every tournament we go to, Revolution's women have somebody just in
Legend,
the fun.
Tony from Legend. Always though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So it's a couple of good candidates for Coach of the Year. What would you say was event of the year, tournament of the year?
For me personally, I have to put Battle in there. Mm-hmm. Diamonds was good this year. You got to throw Diamonds in there always. COVID Open was pretty good. The U.S. Open was good.
COVID Open?
Nah, it was the U.S. Open COVID version. So it was like we didn't have all the international people, so it was still a really good tournament, high quality competitors that were at the event. It just wasn't the U.S. Open that we're used to seeing. Go ahead, what you got?
I got North Georgia Open as one of them.
Oh, absolutely.
I have the North Georgia Open as one of the tournaments of the year. We oftentimes people forget about what happened at the beginning of the year, but that one still stands out to me as far as one of the years, one of the events of the year that I think that might I would nominate for.
True, big names had great fights.
Yeah, especially being one of the ones that was at the beginning of the year. People were still trying to figure out if we were even going to have an event,
right.
And them coming out and drawing the crowd that they drew and the competitors that they drew, that's a heck of a accomplishment. I think North Georgia Open is one of the event tournaments of the year. For me, I'm not saying that is it, but I mean I think the Battle. Look at us being Georgia biased. But that.
But open. Listen, the South was open, and whoever wanted to come came. You know, and this year was still. I mean, it was a better year than last year, but it was still a asterisk in the year as a total event because there was no AKAs. We didn't have everything. So
I mean, we didn't have everything, but at the same time, the ones that
were there were good.
They came out and they competed. So and it's hard. You know, it's one that's hard for me to because I don't know the actual events because they all seem the same, but they are always good, which is Jeremy's stuff down at USA Karate. Because all I know is
Karate and Blitz.
Yeah, they always have some good events, but I'm like, okay, I can't distinguish between the events because it's so consistent. Right? You know what I mean? So like the events are so consistent. And I think one of them, I don't know, was it they started having events last year, didn't they? Or was it this year? This stuff running together. Now I think about
2020. They were having events in 2020.
They were having events, and they were the first ones to really do sessions, right?
Yeah, they were one of the first people to have events back open.
Yeah, they had to start having them back open. He had them doing sessions, and then turn around, you see everybody else starting to do sessions. You know what I mean? So they're putting out sessions like that. That's something there. So yeah, we got a few things. We still got to finalize all the different categories that we're gonna do. But
that should be fun. Yeah, I think
that's gonna be a fun show. So make sure you guys look out for that. The other thing you sent to Chris, can you talk about what you sent us?
Yes. Here, hold on. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, so all that good stuff, people.
Censor Sports. So, from my knowledge, that is Carmichael Simon and Chad Cannon.
That is correct, I believe.
They do the sensors in their gears. They've been working on this for a while now. I believe we talked about it last year and a half.
I think it was 2 years ago. To be honest,
we've been talking. Yeah, so they've really hunkered down and really got this thing going. So with their Censor Sports and all of that, they're going to have the Strike League 1 Grand Prix. So this is going to be their first fight, and they have 8 fighters in a Grand Prix event. And they're all current Texas fighters and champions. So it will be on February 5th, 2022.
Ray McCullum fighting?
Who? I know who, but no, sir.
Leonard Dinley's fighting?
No, sir. These are current.
Regina Thompson fighting? Oh, current.
This is
Okay,
male as well,
oh,
sir.
oh,
8
okay.
men, sir.
Okay. Well, can't be gender biased there, sir.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Chris, like, I'm not saying
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you're 100% right. 100% right. But I don't want to assume anything. But as far as some of the notable fighters that you guys and that we all would know, Vito,
Vito,
Miguel Hernandez,
Miguel,
Willie Hicks,
Lump,
Peter from Team Gypsy.
Peter.
Unfortunately, I don't. And then Leo from Gypsy.
Leo.
I think, and then I don't know these other guys, to be honest with you.
Well, give them their respect by saying their names. They're black belts, sir. I think.
Jay Kennedy, Altera, Tony Lopez Jr. I think. C. Davidson. I'm looking at the flyer.
Trying not to mess up people's names.
Yeah, man. Honest to goodness. Here we go. Let's see who we got here. Manny Hernandez, TJ Lopez, Leo Felipe, Shadi Altoa, Jerson Kennedy, Kennedy, Kannady, Peter, and Charlie Davidson. All right.
You had to hurry up and get out of there. He's like, all right.
Yeah, those are the guys' names.
What's a Grand Prix?
Grand Prix, traditionally like the K1 Grand Prix, 8 fighters, and you fight it all the way down in one night, tournament style. But there's usually for a prize, the availability to go to to a title fight, or like I said, the K1 Grand Prix, top 8 heavyweights in the world. They vie through regional title qualifiers, and this one represents this region, this one represents, and so you have different areas and ways to qualify, and then the top 8 go head to head in one night, and they go back to back to back, and they fight. So Pride used to run one as well. You'd fight three fights in a night to win everything. So I wonder how they're going to, obviously they're going to, with the censor sports, they're going to be able to tell by contact who hits the applicable target areas the first. And we're going to have unbiased judging. We're going to see how this works. I'm super stoked to see how this all plays out. I'm very excited about this, to be perfectly honest with you.
We might be working with them in the future, so we can probably have some more details about it. Because I was thinking about, the sensitivity of it, how hard you have to hit, how
what the pressurized is, what sensors we're using, what kind of the metrics. I got all the questions, but I don't want to ask any of the questions until I have the guys, to be able to sit in front of them and talk to them.
Sure, we'll have them on because I'm not gonna say anything, but there might be some things in the works with them. So we'll see. Yeah, but until that, it is what it is. So anyway, all right. So so that's gonna be kind of cool. Do you think the other okay. Would you have it? I'm not saying would you have it. Do you see it getting to be not at tournaments? I could see it going to tournaments, but if you go into tournaments, that means there's more equipment that people have to buy. And it led me to thinking, do you think schools will start to have these? Because there are in school tournaments and things like that. So I'm just curious as if you think that, that is a viable thing there.
Depending on how they market it, depending on its cost, and depending on who's willing to give it a shot in right up in the startup of it. Right now they're doing everything that bears to be on their own. I'm sure they got sponsors. I'm sure they've worked with and reached out to a few different people to test and to do all this stuff. But for me, what?
It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm excited for it. We talked, like I said, we talked about it, I think a while ago about it when they first started talking about it. Yeah.
People have mentioned it over the past years about thinking about it because they always compare it to fencing, right? And sports is fencing.
And then I think that Taekwondo has the censored chest guards as well in the Olympics. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see it. I'm curious.
I'm super curious though, like how many sensors got to be in the headgear, how much the headgear, again, a lot of it depends on cost. A lot of it depends on how it works in these Grand Prix runs and in this first trial run and test run. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it play out because I do think it's a very interesting thing that we can work on. And then obviously, as it happens, the technology will fine tune itself and then work its way into a better integration. Probably. Go ahead.
All right, last thing that we're gonna talk about real quick because this is gonna be a really short show, guys.
Yes.
Real quick. Last week, Jeremy Roque and Beta were on Inside Scoop. If you haven't listened to that, you haven't watched it, go back.
Please go do it.
Yes, please. It was a very good show.
Yes,
but they brought something up. They were talking about the Mad Action, Juventex, Jungle TV, Black Belt, Sport Martial Arts thing.
Yes.
With Africa. And one of the things they said that was very interesting to me that Beta said it. I mean, I think it might have been Jeremy. I think it was Jeremy who said it. Said, what happens if let's say the six that aren't a part of the collaboration, that's what Diamonds and Ocean State and and everything, right? All of them. What happens if they go and try and join Waco or something to that effect, right?
Right.
And I as soon as he said it, first thing I thought, I said the loser out of that situation would not be Mad Action or the group over there. The loser, in all honesty, would be Juventex.
Why do you say that?
Because all Waco has to use sportdata.org for their registration. And that means they can't use Juventex unless Juventex found some way to, work.
Juventex runs so much other stuff. I think that this is a smaller portion of what they do now. But I'm not sure. I know they do like WKF events, and I know they do international events, and I know they do a bunch of other stuff, and they're involved in. They probably do gymnastics. I know they do school stuff and like the that whole chestnut. So I mean, I'm not sure, but I don't know how bad that would affect them in the total.
No, I didn't mean it as like they would fold. I was just saying that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the loser,
right. If it is a transition into that and how that right. I get it. Okay.
Losing 6 events that bring in a considerable size of money for them. You just think about it, if it's the registration fee is $7 and then
right. Oh yeah, there are a bunch of people. There's a bunch of big. Yeah.
That's you losing off some coins, roughly I don't know $75,000 that you might be losing. But yeah, so I was just sitting there thinking about that, and I was like, yeah, I don't think that I don't think the likelihood of that would happen. For the most part, I think it's going to be those 5 are going to do that.
Yep.
These 6 are going to do that. NASCA will still be NASCA. They'll still be the same. And I don't see anything changing until Larry decides to step down. Yeah, I don't see anything changing until that point. And when that happens, I think there's always going to be a power shift and power grab in any organization when something like that happens. So unless there's a clear defined path forward, I don't think anything major is going to change in that regard. Now, what happens with the collaboration? I'm just going to call it collaboration because I'm not going to keep saying each one of those businesses, companies. But yeah, what happens with the collaboration crew? I'm looking forward to it. I hope it is successful. I hope it works. Yes. I'm really interested in seeing what's going on with it inside of Jungle TV, because honestly, before this, I didn't hear about Jungle TV.
Correct.
So now I'm intrigued, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna get some people who download Jungle TV and try it out and see how it works.
100%.
Yeah, so we'll see, man. We'll see.
It's very, very interesting. Yes.
Yep. So 2022 is going to be interesting, great year. Anything else?
I think that's it, my brother.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. All right, and congratulations, Willie. Don't party too hard this weekend, but enjoy it, my brother.
Yes.
So with that being said, let's get out of here and listen to some graduation music, I guess.
For sure.